Hey, in this episode, I want to talk to you guys about how to sell thousands of dollars of merch online to your fans a month. Let's do this. I spent the last 14 years playing over 1,000 shows, touring 22 different countries, and become a top 40 Billboard charting artist. I fired my record label to go out on my own as an independent artist to market and release my own music, selling thousands of albums and millions of streams. The question I always get is, how did I do it without a label and sell even more music? This podcast is here to show you the way. Join me and follow along as I learn, apply, and share marketing strategies to grow my music business and a loyal fan base. So hey, hopefully you're having an awesome day. Today it is finally warming up here in Toronto. The sun is shining and I'm actually even wearing a tank top. I can't believe it. I'm actually wearing a tank top outside and I just ate like 3 mini chocolate chip cookies and Earl Grey tea. So I'm feeling pretty primed and pretty ready. And it's one day before Father's Day as I'm recording this. And I guess last weekend on a whim, I looked in my basement, looked at all our merch and stuff like that. I'm trying to see okay, how do we get rid of some of this stuff? We've had these camo backpacks forever, I think since 2015. So I've had these camo bags, maybe about 50 of them left. From a tour that we did and from a launch that we did, because I ordered 1,000 camouflage custom backpacks that have Manifest on the back of them. And this is when I kind of stopped touring, okay, and didn't tour as much. And these things were a pain to bring and travel with because you could only fit so many of them. And so a lot of shows I didn't always bring them, and the shows that I did bring a lot, they didn't sell, and the shows that I only brought 1 or 2, they all sold out, of course, and people wanted more. So isn't it funny that, when you're traveling and whatnot and you're just trying to get it right, you don't bring enough of what people want. And so that just happens. And so I was stuck with a bunch of merch. And so I just wanted to get these out to my fans and stuff. And so I decided to put together a crazy offer for my fans, okay? And you want to think about this. Don't say how you can, copy this exactly, but what do you have? I'm definitely fine with you copying it, but just what do you have? What can you do for your fans? What would they like? What would be a really attractive offer that you could put together for them? And so I also had a bunch of shirts and stuff too, because we did the last show I did last year. At this convention, we pressed too many shirts, and so I still had some stuff, and I just have stuff left over from the years and whatnot. It's not that crazy, but anyways, we put together this offer where they got a t-shirt, they got one of my fighter rings, they got one of a signed poster, and they got a vinyl. I had some vinyl left and just wanted to kind of get rid of those, and a few other things. And I think that was it. And then they got a free backpack if they ordered this. So it was kind of get this t-shirt bundle, okay, that's worth this, and then they get a free camo bag with it. Well, this thing just went bonkers, and we sold a couple $1,000s in a week, and we've done well over $4,000 in June as I'm recording this. And I'm not going to stop, and we sold out of the vinyl. So I switched the vinyl to a different vinyl, and now we're out of those, and so I'm just going to change the package. But the point I want to make is just an idea. I wasn't even sure if I wanted to do this last weekend. It was I want to do something for Father's Day. And I was you know what? I'm going to put together a really good, irresistible offer. And did I make a ton of money? Yeah, I made some good money. I'd say that the profit margins were really awesome because, I get stuff at bulk, and we just had such a good discount on it, right? When we bought it, especially when you're buying 1,000 things, and, we get good shipping rates and all that stuff. But it was a deal. You better believe people got over 50% off. It would have cost them a lot more. I think I showed it that it was worth $155, and they were getting it for $60, and it was free shipping. And shipping was costing me maybe $10-13 each, so I'd walk away with 50, and it was really good profit margins. And I'm sharing this to you just to say, hey, maybe you got some merch, maybe you want to create some merch, and you're scared to go all in. And I'm just kind of sharing with you, look, I've had those bags for years now, and when we did our Kickstarter, that's really when we made them. And I did tours, and we sold those bags for $30-40 a piece, or even more when we did the Kickstarter, and made our money back forever. But it's just I had all this stuff sitting in there. I was hey, how can we do a deal on this? I had something sitting in my mom's house, threw it up on Craigslist, and she hasn't been using it for whatever years, and we sold it and we made money. And so You might have something, you might have an asset, you might have music, even old music that you need to rebundle or re-promote. And it's amazing as I even do that and just put these offers into the world for fans and remind them about things, people buy, okay? People buy, but this comes back to like, you need an email list really bad, my friend. Okay, you need an email list so that you can promote this to and at least a decent social media following. I currently have a program called the Emails of the Month Club. If you go to smartmusicbusiness.com, you can find out more info. But I give you all my best selling emails that I send to my list that make sales. And then every month I send you the email templates that I use and my best performing emails that have generated the most money. Like this last week, we sent out I sent out an email almost every day. And some emails made tons of sales and some didn't. And so what I do is I'm putting those into templates for you. And every month you get my 4 best performing emails, so you don't have to think about what to write or what's working and what's not. I've already figured it out, and I've got a pretty massive list of over 60-something thousand emails, 70,000. It goes up and down because I like to purge it of people who stop engaging, so I only have a really engaging list, you know what I'm saying? But I hope that inspires you to say, like, look, I need to put together something. I've got a bunch of merch and things that haven't been moving, and one of the easiest ways to add value to something that's not moving is sign it. All of a sudden it's personalized, signed, and that takes a few more minutes. And honestly, this week was a little bit of a Kickstarter week. It felt like it was kind of like we overdid it. My wife is like, is the house going to stay like this all the time? I'm like, no, it's just because we did that Father's Day sale and I didn't know it was going to go so well. And honestly, I don't really love doing things that require my time and me signing stuff and whatnot. But, this week we just wanted to kind of do something cool. I wanted to get rid of some of the stock that we had of stuff, and it was fun. And what's so cool is that I love the fact that fans are going to get stuff in the mail. Like, I love getting stuff in the mail, and it's something they get to look forward to, and it's fun, and you're giving, and you're in their house. You're in their house promoting. So I hope that inspires you to get your merch store up and create designs. And I talk about all kinds of that stuff more in Fanbase University as well, and doing your print-on-demand store, whether you're using a Gear Bubble or a Printful or whatever it is. But, you don't always have to have stock either, and you can put together really cool offers and stuff like that. So, hey, I want to remind you that a fighter isn't someone who never fails. A fighter is someone who never quits. So if you're a struggling artist and you're just trying to figure out this music industry, you want to go full-time with your music, you want to get noticed on social media, or learn how to launch an album, an EP, or just get your music more marketed out there, I want to encourage you to check out my coaching program called Fanbase University. Every single month, I jump on the phone 2 times with my students and I coach them and I teach them how to market their music, how to get noticed, how to handle booking agents, record labels, and just get their music out there. Also, you get access to exclusive training, you get interviews with music industry professionals. If you want to find out more and not do this on your own, not struggle, because I've wasted thousands of dollars on my career and now I want to coach other artists. Check out my program, fanbaseuniversity.com, or click the link below to find out more info.